The Women's Centre was formed in November 1974 by a collective of women who were determined to offer space where women could meet on their own terms, to gain mutual support, overcome social isolation, and most importantly, feel safe. In its first year, the Women's Centre in Buckingham Road helped 1,160 women. For most of the early years, the impetus came from the committed efforts of volunteers. In the 1980s, Letters House became home for 12 years. It hosted Brighton's first International Women's Day. In the 1990s, Brighton Women's Centre obtained charitable status. A weekly post-abortion support group for women was closed, with support provided instead by a regular counselling service. It was widely recognised that Brighton Women's Centre was at the centre of the development of integrated services for women in Brighton and Hove. Toy Box became a registered creche. The centre was open 5 days a week and run by 2 teams of trained volunteers. It was the only centre of its kind in the Sussex area. The first paid employee was hired, and Brighton Women's Centre moved to the Brighthelm Centre in North Road. In the 2000s, Baroness Gould became patron. Brighton and Hove City Council funding cuts left BWC facing potential closure. BWC moved to Kemp Town. Michael Chowan generously offered 72 High Street to BWC following a publicity campaign. Lisa Dando was appointed BWC Director. The Inspire project was funded by the Ministry of Justice for the rehabilitation of women in the criminal justice system, in partnership with probation. In the 2010s, BWC signed up with FareShare and started distributing free food to women. Toy Box Preschool successfully registered with Ofsted. BWC took on a second building at 22 Richmond Place to meet growing demand on services. Inspire expanded its services across East and West Sussex. An intensive training enhanced Inspire's trauma-informed approach to working with clients. BWC received funding from Shaw to provide gender-specific support to rough sleepers in partnership with Worthing Church's homeless projects. BWC rebranded. Baroness Joyce Gould stepped down as patron. BWC commissioned the Commonweal Housing funded Couples First research project from Homeless Link, and the BWC director presented the findings at a national St Mungo's event. In 2020, services were impacted by COVID-19, and wherever possible, support was delivered remotely. The peer-to-peer support service received 3-year funding from the National Lottery to expand groups into East and West Sussex. Toy Box maintained its outstanding rating from Ofsted. In 2024, for the first time, BWC's turnover will be over £1 million. From its origins as a volunteer-led organisation, BWC now has a staff team of 40 women working alongside 30 volunteers. Our founders, who created this safe space for women, may never have dreamed we'd still be needed 50 years on. But whilst we're still needed, we'll be here, building on our convictions for a future where women are free from inequality.